Now we are going to discuss about the Maternity Benefit Act 1961. All the concept about the Maternity Benefit Act, like why it is created, what its objective, and what are the provisions and penalties regarding this. So start with the Maternity Benefit Act. Maternity Benefit Act 1961. So what is the aim for this? Aim to protect the dignity of motherhood, dignity of motherhood, and next to provide for the full and healthy maintenance of women, healthy maintenance of women. And their children. Periods when the mother is not working. So why it is created? For the benefit of women and supporting them financially when they are not working. Now we are going to look forward where it is applicable. So applicability, applicable to mines and factories and circus industry and plantation, shops, and any other establishment where 10 or more workers working, 10 or more persons working, and any other establishment where more than or equal to 10% working, or any other establishment where state government prescribed. So now some important definitions, like who is commissioning mother? Commissioning mother, which is defined under section 3 subsection BA. Commissioning mother are those mother or a biological mother who uses her eggs to create an embryo implanted in other woman. If you've seen the movie called Mimi, which is based on same concept, if I'm not wrong, this process is called surrogacy. forget it. So commissioning mother are those mother or a biological mother who uses her eggs to create an embryo implanted in other mother in another woman. अदर मदर क्यों कर रहा हूँ, in another woman. So and commissioning mother. And next, first of all I should write it. A biological mother, a biological mother who uses her egg to create an embryo implanted in another woman, in another woman. And then next important definition is who is employer. Employer, which is discussed under 3 subsection D. Which is first of all according to government based establishment, government controlled establishment, establishment. A person or authority. First we are talking according to government control establishment. So who is employer? A person or authority appointed by government for supervision and control of employee. It means any person who is authorized by government for control of some person, or such person called as employee. And if no person appointed, then chief chief executive officer of the local authority. So as per government controlled establishment, so these two concepts we have to remember it. And for any other case, the person or authority, with ultimate control, the person or authority with ultimate control over the establishment, the person or authority with ultimate control over the establishment's affairs. Means other than government company, any person who is ultimate control over the establishment such person considered employer. And if the affairs are entrusted to another person, example manager, managing director, managing director or managing agent, then then that person means if any person doesn't have ultimate control, but such person appointed as manager, managing director or managing agent, then such appointed person considered as employer. Now next important definition is what is establishment. What is establishment? What is establishment? Which is defined under section 3 subsection E. Establishment includes a factory, a mine, a plantation, or an establishment or an establishment where people are employed for equestrian, where people are employed for equestrian and acrobatic, and other performances, or a shop or a shop or a shop or establishment, or any other prescribed or any other described establishment which is defined under 2 clause 1. Now moving forward, and next, maternity benefit which is defined under section 3 clause H. Which type of amount comes under maternity benefit? Refers to the payment mentioned in 5 subsection 1. So which is written in 5 subsection 1. Moving forward, what is wages? Defined under section 3 clause N. all the all the remuneration paid, which is paid or payable in cash to a woman, all the all the remuneration paid or payable in cash to a woman, to a woman, if the if the term of if the terms of the contract of employment express or employed were were fulfilled means all the remuneration which is directly or indirectly indicating to pay to the woman fulfilled were fulfilled includes. So what includes in this? Includes cash allowance, cash allowances like dearness allowance and house rent allowance, which is a woman is entitled to, and incentive, bonus, money value, money value of concessional supply of fund. What I'm telling, fund grant, money value of concessional supply of food grains, food grains and other articles, other articles. And what does not include means exclude, excluding any bonus other than incentive bonus, overtime earnings and deduction or or payment made on account of fines. Next, any any contribution any contribution paid or payable by employer to any pension fund, any contribution, we have to do it fast, any contribution paid or payable by employer to any pension fund if any contribution made on pension fund, then that should be excluded. And any gratuity payable on the termination of sorry for that. Any gratuity payable on the termination of services. Now definition are finished. We are moving forward to the main theme of the chapter, which is employment of work by women prohibited during certain period which is defined under section 4. Employment of work by women which is prohibited for certain period which is defined under section 4. So employer is, first we shall try to understand it orally. Employer is if any employer knowingly employing any woman who is pregnant, then employer had to give 6 weeks leave before her delivery and 20 weeks leaves after post delivery. Now understanding through presentation. If employer knowingly employing any woman in any establishment, if employer knowingly employing any woman in any establishment during any establishment, then during 6 weeks immediately following her delivery. If any employer employing any woman and in any establishment during 6 weeks, he had to allow maternity benefit. जगह नहीं है तो शॉर्ट लिख देना maternity benefit. And women are also prohibited to work in any establishment during her pregnancy, just before 6 weeks before her delivery time. Showing through presentation, women are prohibited from working in any establishment before 6 weeks of her delivery or delivery or medical termination pregnancy means uh, a report which is clearly mentioned a delivery time according to that report. And next concept, right to payment of maternity benefits. So if you are availing maternity benefit, it is your right, and every woman who is employing is entitled to avail the benefit. Every woman is entitled to maternity benefit at rate of her average daily wages her average daily wages her average daily wages for the period of her actual absence due to delivery, and includes a prior period which is 6 weeks also. मतलब such 6 week period is also included in that period. I should write it, including the period immediately preceding following her delivery. So we are known about maternity benefit. It is calculated as per average daily wages. So now we are going to look forward for average daily wages. What is the average daily wage? What is average daily wage? Average daily wage and how it is calculated. It is calculated as per already worked earlier than our delivery time for at least 3 months. Worked during 3 calendar months before maternity benefit. It is proper suiting before maternity benefit. or revised under the Minimum Wages Act 1948 or rupees 10, whichever is higher. It means if any future law comes into force, then according to that, or 10 rupees, whichever is higher, will be considered a average average daily wage. Now moving further, and what is the eligibility? Eligibility. Eligibility. Which type of woman is going to eligible for the maternity benefit? Who is worked at least 80 days in preceding 12 months. A woman must have worked in the establishment for at least at least 80 days, at least 80 days in the 12 month 12 preceding 12 preceding month 12 preceding month in 12 preceding month preceding month her delivery date. Now, for how much period a woman will get the benefit of Maternity Benefit Act properly? Period. Maximum period 26 weeks, not more than 8 weeks preceding. Means you will get total 26 weeks benefit, but before delivery date, maximum you will get 8 weeks. And next, if any woman have more than or equal to 2 surviving child, then that woman will get maximum 12 weeks. Then that woman will get maximum 12-week benefit and not preceding 6 week earlier. Means if you are having already 2 child and you are being again pregnant, then you will get only 12 weeks maternity benefit. Maximum 6 weeks you can get earlier your delivery date. Means a woman with equal to or more than 2 surviving children, the entitlement 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 is 12 weeks with not more than 6 weeks preceding preceding her delivery date. Her delivery date. Next concept, death during maternity benefit period. If any woman died during her maternity benefit period, then who will get the benefit? And if any surviving child left behind her, then that child get the benefit. And if child died also, then benefit also died, means benefit also get forfeited. So writing it properly, if a woman dies during the period of maternity benefit is payable only to her death date, is payable only up to including her death date. It means if a woman dies during her maternity benefit period, then he will get the benefit up to the date. Oh yeah, she will get the benefit up to the date she died. And if he see and if a woman dies during period or post delivery period, leaving behind a child leaving behind a child, then the employer then the then the employer is also liable to pay the benefit for entire period. And if child dies, then benefit is payable up to and including the death of child. It means if a woman died, then if no child behind her, then the maternity benefit will get only up to the date of her death. And if he left behind her child, then maternity benefit will be provided for entire duration. And if child also died, let's suppose after 1 month or 2 months, then if child died after 2 months, then the employer will liable to pay the maternity benefit amount up to the date of 2 months. Now we are going to talk about adopting child, about adopting child, adoption and commissioning mother. If a woman legally adopt a child which is below the age of 3 months, then the adopted mother will also get 12-week maternity benefit. If a mother who 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 legally who legally adopt a child below the age of 3 months, or a commissioning mother is entitled to maternity benefit for 12 weeks from the date of child handed over. Now moving forward, after the completion of maternity benefit, if where the woman employed had facility of work from home, then civil can do it if employer permit him. This is done as per mutual agreement. Work from home. If the nature of work allows a woman can work a woman can work after completion of maternity benefit or as mutually decided by woman and her employer. It is basically done in that scenario if woman is not feeling well to go for work, then she can talk to employer and as per mutually decision she can do work from home. Next, notice of notice of claim for maternity benefit, which is defined under section 6. For availing a maternity benefit, a woman who is pregnant need to inform the employer in written notice, and this written notice contains the proof of her delivery and who is going to receive the maternity benefit. Means if she is available, then she will definitely, and if she is not available, then her nominee. Woman of for availing maternity benefit, he had to she had to intimate uh, intimate written notice to employer about her pregnancy, that she is going to avail the maternity benefit act. What notice contains? Notice contains that maternity benefit and any other amount should be paid to her, paid not payable to her or nominee. She had to clarify on the notice time about her nominee. And next, what notice contains? She will not work in any establishment during maternity benefit. This is basically a declaration that she will not going anywhere for working purpose, and if any pregnant woman is pregnant woman, then she will give notice to employer and notice contains date of absent, but that date of absent mm, shall not be more than not more than 6 weeks earlier from delivery date. It is going very long. Now I'm going to do it in quick mode. If any if any notice if any notice is not given during pregnancy, it can be given after delivery as soon as possible. If woman forget or for any reason is not able to give the notice prior to delivery date, then after delivery as soon as possible give notice to employer about her delivery date. And if as soon as possible, and on on receipt of notice, employer have to employer had to permit to woman to absent during maternity benefit. After receiving the notice that that woman is going through pregnancy, then at that point of time he had to allow her to enjoy the maternity benefit. And maternity benefit, employer had to advance payment for earlier delivery date after receiving proof of pregnancy within 48 hours. It means the employer had to give advance payment for earlier date of delivery. Means suppose a woman informing the employer 6 weeks before her pregnancy, which is estimated time, 6 weeks before her expected delivery time. Then for first for earlier 6 weeks, employer had to pay advance after receiving her delivery pregnancy proof. And after receiving pregnancy proof, within receiving pregnancy proof, from that point of time and within 48 hours he had to transfer the advance amount to the pregnant woman. Now, what is nursing break? nursing break. Nursing break. A woman who is returned after maternity benefit, then she can enjoy two nursing break. Maternity benefit, she can enjoy two nursing break. Of each day in addition to rest interval, means including rest interval she will get additional two nursing break until the child is 15 month old. And the nursing break will be prescribed by employer or employee, as the case may be. And next, what is creche facility? What is creche facility? Creche facility, more than or equal to 50 person employed person, a creche facility is must. Employed person, a creche facility is must. Within, and creche facility should be within prescribed distance. As the company or firm may think fit, as prescribed distance. Employer can allow 4 visit. Creche facility is that type of facility where a woman can leave her child and go on work. So employer allow 4 visit including rest interval, means a mother can visit 4 times in crèche for seeing her child. And the establishment must tell the woman about maternity benefit at the time of her joining, means it is the duty of establishment that it had to inform the woman about available maternity benefit in that organization at the time of her joining. And next, exhibition. Exhibition. Exhibition can be done as per section 19. Employer display display rules in local language in at conspicuous place, at conspicuous part of establishment. Means it's an important duty of employer that about the maternity benefit, the rules regarding maternity benefit will be printed on local language which is known by most of the people, and the guideline are written on local language which will be attested on any conspicuous place of the establishment, so that more people can circulate knowledge about that. And now register and records. Section 20 mandates employer to maintain records about such maternity benefit. And now last we are going to talk about penalties regarding this. So first penalty is, if employer fail to pay maternity benefit or dismiss a woman during or because of her absence. If any employer fails to pay maternity benefit or dismiss any woman during her due to her absence, then that employer will be punishable uh, will be punishable with imprisonment of minimum 3 months and maximum 1 year. And not only this, and matlab along with this, and find find बोल रहा fine, and fine minimum 2000 up to 5000. And next penalty is, if the court may impose lesser if the court may impose lesser penalty after sufficient reason. After sufficient reason means, if the employer give any sufficient reason that why he had terminated that woman from employment, and if the judge or court satisfied from that proof that they can issue lesser penalty, or next, employer contravening other provisions of the act or rules, then they face then they face imprisonment up to 1 year or fine up to 5,000 or both, as the court may decide. For for non-payment of maternity benefit or other amount, the court can recover the amount as if it were a fine and pay it to the entitled person. Means if court thinks that employer didn't pay the maternity benefit to the entitled person, then court can recover the amount as form of penalty or fine, and that penalty or fine is going to pay to entitled person who is actual owner of that entitled money. That's all.